Hey, everybody. Welcome to a guy in his room. The return again. Yeah, no, it's been a couple weeks, I think. But, I've been waiting for my mom to get out of here so I can record again. I just finished up all my homework, so, I mean, usually I game all night and I just, game with my friends and, online game. I just say I'm doing homework and, my mommy is is none the wiser. My mommy is not here, so I get to sneak and do my video vlog.
Do people call it vlog anymore? I mean, back in my day when YouTube first was invented, it was called vlogs and stuff like that because it was videos, and videos on the internet were kind of still new at the time. I mean, maybe not, but I don't know when I guess you guys remember internet started to get a little bit faster, like they had DSL, or I don't know if I remember the name of the internet speed. Am I thinking of the right name? DSL. Not very fast for now. I mean, but yeah, I think that's maybe when video started to get posted online, and then you had sites like E-Bombs World and different sites that had video capability, and that was very new and that was very new and innovative at the time. That was when they called it vlogging. And now everybody has a podcast, which is well, I mean, yeah, like I said before, I did have a podcast. Now it's just a YouTube channel, and it's basically the same thing. I mean, but now everybody's on YouTube, and everybody can pretty much is also doing a podcast. All it takes to do a podcast is to just record it and sign up to something that sends it out. I mean, I started mine before 2020. I don't remember when. Maybe 2019. I don't know. But people were like, "Oh, you do a podcast?" It felt almost new. Well, it felt more like, "Oh, wow, I didn't know people could just do a podcast." But I think now maybe they're like, "Yeah, everybody does a podcast." So anyway, yeah, I was not going to talk about this on my next video or whatever you want to call this. But it is kind of funny. So I guess I'll go into a little bit. It's not going to be like the whole thing or anything, because I also don't want to give that much attention to it either. It's really stupid, but yeah. So I was getting into some internet arguments over the weekend, and those are never really a good idea. It's a waste of time, and I know that, but at the time, I don't know, so these were about the comicsgate thing, which I had an old video where I talked about that, and I still follow what that has become lately, which is a train wreck of basically a slowly failing kind of movement thing. And I mean, it's not like they totally failed in that they can't sell comics anymore, but it's more like the community aspect of it is near cult-like now, and it's they are calling anybody who criticizes comicsgate anti-CGers. So you're like anti-CG if you, like, I don't know, repost something that criticizes them on X. If I don't. If you say something critical to them on X, you're anti-CG, or it's a way to make a group that is against them, so that people are like, oh wow, we got to rally to their side, because they're all these anti-CG people are. Wow, there must be a lot of man. I don't even understand the logic anymore, like, because the whole comicsgate thing, I guess since I talked about it last, has lost steam, and there's this other guy who I talked about also in that video, Eric July, and he has the Rippaverse. Go back to that video if you don't know about it. I guess I don't know who I'm talking to and saying that to, but if you don't know, I guess what I'm talking about, go to that one. And yeah, so Eric July is doing pretty well still with the comic thing. I mean, but now comicsgate is like more cat fighty and more like crazy now. It's like more down the drain and even more like kind of a cult like thing. I don't like when you argue with people on X, like they're like, "Oh, you think it's a literal cult?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not saying it's actually a cult. Like it might not meet every like definition. I'm just saying these are like cult like things because and a lot of that applies to the left too, like they started to do cancel culture and all that, and that's what Comicsgate's doing now, and to their own people even. Because like I said, Ethan is the main guy. He's the main guy. He pushes all the campaigns. He has the King show where he has he made them Comicsgate Kings. He owns the fucking trademark for Comicsgate. How more can you... Like, what more would someone need to do to be the head of Comicsgate, which is kind of just a dumb name for their community, but they do now treat it like an online cult, so I guess Ethan's lucky that these guys are old and they're just out of touch with the internet or something. I don't know if that's their excuse for being retarded about, like, we're just going to co-sign everything Ethan does. Oh, Ethan's not the leader. Come on. I'm just a guy that does comic. Look, yeah, well, your fucking head of it doesn't finish comics anymore. He stopped doing that. I did buy his first two comics. The first one on eBay. Did I say I might be repeating myself from that old video I did? I got the first one on eBay and it was on sale, and it did come because it's on eBay and it's already finished. And it wasn't, it would be cool if it was like just a regular comic, but it's supposed to be a graphic novel, like more in depth, and it really was just like a first issue of a little minute series. Like it didn't feel that much happened in it, and I got the second, which I didn't read yet, even though, I mean, yeah, I should read it, but he has a third one, which he has a campaign out, and he said he was going to finish it by the end of last year or something. And he has another one called Rainbow the Brute, which is like going on 6 years late now. He's posted like I don't know, 2 or 3 fucking pages of it that don't even look that great, and I just don't think he doesn't. I think he doesn't want to do it, and he kind of screwed himself over with having this idea. And I did like the idea when I first heard of it when he was on Kurt Metzger's podcast. Like, it sounded like a funny idea, doing like a tough like leprechaun guy, but in the Rainbow Bright universe, like. But it was just like a funny meme idea, and I think he's just not into it anymore because he's not doing it, and he's not doing the third Cyberfrog. And I think there's other stuff. But mainly he keeps launching new campaigns, and he still has those not done. I don't think there's been like any updates on Cyberfrog 3 for like a while. All right, here's the Cyberfrog 3. It's closed. Well, no, it's not, because you can still back it. You can still send him money, guys. Okay, so this was I mean, yeah, it raised a lot of money here. You can see it's at 828,000. That's a lot of money. No wonder he, got lazy, I guess. So I didn't even bother to back this at the time because Cyberpunk 2 was already late, and it was like he relaunched it, and I think that's the one I got. But I waited till he was like, all right, it's done. And now, like, Cyberpunk 3 never, from what I don't watch his channel anymore, but I have not heard of any updates, or him even talking about it anymore. But, it raised that much money. That means that many people contributed to this and are having no update, nothing. I mean, okay, so we put some preview stuff here. Oh, wait, doesn't it say here? Estimated shipping, December 2024. Are there any updates since then? 7 months ago, he launched it. He put an update that he launched a new campaign for Cyberfrog 2 line art. Like, if you want the non-colored pictures of the campaign for that one, and another campaign he lost here, where he just did a campaign for comicsgate branded toy cars, and they are like the size of little Matchbox cars or Hot Wheels that just have CG logos on them. They're pieces of shit looking. Hold on a second. So he also did a Rainbow the Brute action figure campaign. I didn't even really know. I didn't know this was a separate campaign, actually. So I will say that I think this Cyberfrog Dark Harvest was finished. But yeah, no. Let's see. Was there an update? So we added something to the campaign for $25. Jesus Christ. For this thing? How big is this thing? I mean, it does look kind of cool. I don't know. I thought it looked cool at first, but I don't know. Not $25. But that was just an update that you can now buy that on this campaign. There's no updates about. He added another cover. So I guess he did do Dark Harvest, which was like 2.5, which was like a between comic. Oh yeah, what about this one? They did this fearsome one. He did this fearsome comic, and that was estimated last October. Looks like the preview for it came in. But not the comic. No update about that. All right, so there's a bunch of. I would like to refund. Please refund. Looking for an update. Did I miss getting my order? Nope. So no. Who knows if people are gonna ever get this one? It was like a one-off comic he did that I actually forgot about, but I just saw it here. Guess that's not. Who knows if that's getting done, guys? Good luck. Whoever backed that. All right, so no update on Cyberpunk 3. No. Let me see the discussion. I just want a refund or the comic book. Never buying again. How many books he still hasn't fulfilled, and now he's making new ones. Yep. Yeah, a lot of complaints here that he's ignoring. Oh my god. 3 weeks ago, somebody posted, post here if you're never supporting this lazy bum again. And this guy might actually still be a fan of his. I don't know. And Ethan actually replied and said, I need your continued support. Cyberfog is worth your money and worth your time. I would appreciate it if you stood by me. That's it. No update. No like, hey, I know it's taking a while. I'm sorry. He just wants your support, like he's running a political campaign. Somebody else put, I miss the days when your YouTube was about comics, not drama farming. And then he's bullshitting them here. He's arguing with people. Yeah, he's arguing with his own customers here. Yeah, same guy, BG. Start campaign, enjoy the winnings, play, loaf around. Start drama with other creators to use for super chat freeloading money. Convince fans they need to support your side and they'll buy more of your stuff and give super chat handouts and they won't even care if you're late. A great grift. Please do not ship my purchase to me. I give up. Listen to this poor guy. It's been it's been almost 2 years since I backed this in 2023. I don't want it anymore. Keep the $40 for the non-existent comic that will never be finished. Have fun with your YouTube career. You seem to enjoy that more than being a comic book artist. You are a great artist. See, this guy's still a fan. You're a great artist and great online personality. I loved watching a few years ago. So did I, and now so did I. I'm like embarrassed about it now. But to be fair, he wasn't, back when I watched him, he wasn't attacking other comic creators 24/7 and like hate watching, because that's what he does. Hate watches. I don't know if you guys remember. I don't know if that's a thing people say anymore. I guess it's kind of like the what people do online now that they call A-logging. I don't even hate watch Ethan, and I just don't watch him anymore. I love watching you a few years ago, but you do not produce comic books anymore. I wish I had this in my hands, but it doesn't exist. You cannot deliver something that doesn't exist. Shipping fees alone on 7,300 plus orders is likely going to be in the $75,000 to $150,000 range on just this campaign alone. And likely it would take at least another 6 months just to package and ship up that many orders. Was hoping to get this and back more creators, but after this 2-year wait, I am pretty much burned out on backing or buying from creators anymore. Yeah, he ruined this for a lot of people. Wow, a lot of hate in this section here. It's kind of funny. He seems to be a little more polite on this page, like I guess because it's his products page, and somehow he thinks Twitter is different and YouTube, and he's allowed to say whatever fucking crazy shit on there, but not here. Here he's trying to be a polite businessman. I don't know how he thinks people are that stupid. Oh, he was kind of okay on here. What, So, all right, this is a guy, Nomad Patriot, who is done with all crowd funds because of Ethan. A lot of these people are different too. Like, if it was like 2 of the same people complaining, which they would be right to. I mean, except this campaign is like his least late campaign, I think. I mean, Yeah, there's a lot of different people in here. I mean, some are the same person. Except this guy, Paul, is talking about Shane Davis, who is also a piece of shit online. Shane Davis actually is another guy who actually does ship out his stuff, does finish comics. Why he acts like a fucking idiot, an asshole to people on Twitter and YouTube, I don't know. But I think he's just copying Ethan, and he's trying to stay in Ethan's good graces, which I don't get at all. I mean, unless he's that scared of like Ethan's fans turning on him, which could be a thing because they really do attack people. I mean, even me going at Graham Nolan, like I got a ton of just idiots like chiming in and telling me like I suck or whatever. And just like copying Graham and saying you're like a basement dwelling fat guy, which is all of them. They're all like most of these CG fans are. I've seen some pictures of some, and yeah, they're a lot of them are just like obese, 40 plus, maybe even a 50-plus-year-old men. Like not people that are who should be calling somebody a fat basement troll. I mean, they are that. They're projecting. Because they spend all their time attacking anyone who criticizes CG, so. This guy posts a long fucking thing warning people to not back Ethan. Oh, man. Wow. See, people are getting pissed, and, like, you really shouldn't have this many campaigns going. If it was, like, one, even though he's done it repeatedly, if he had, like, one late, people just, like, people are like, all right, I don't know if I'm going to back that guy, but they're not going to, like, I don't think they would be this mad, you know, but this guy has, like, I don't even know how many. Here's another one here. Dale Keown's pit poster campaign. Get excited, guys. Get excited. Get excited. Get excited. Get excited. Get excited.
Pit poster. Pit poster. Pit poster. Pit poster. It says it's closed, but did he ship it? Estimated shipping December 2023.
Did he ship it, guys? Update 0. Did he ship it, actually? Maybe. I don't know. Or maybe he did ship this one, but why wouldn't there be like a, oh, I shipped it thing? Maybe he did because I don't see any. I don't know. Maybe that one went out because it was just posters. He didn't really have to draw. What about this one? I actually have this. This one I have Heartsick Horror. I already have that from something. Oh, maybe it was its own campaign or something. Maybe it's not the same comic. Wait, Heartsick. Yeah, it's the same. It's an enhanced version of the one I have, I guess. Updates. First car samples are in. Well, this one didn't go out either. And it was just a I guess he would have had to draw stuff, even though, like I said, that Heartsick Hard Deluxe, which maybe had some extra pages. I was lucky. I got like a couple of his comics when he actually finished stuff. And now, like, every campaign has all these complaints on it. Yeah, so some of these. Jesus Christ. Yep, people are upset. This is another guy. It's been 20 weeks of me asking an update to this former artist and now full-time YouTuber that hates his customers. I've contacted Indiegogo twice because this thieving hack refuses to acknowledge his customers and give us an update. Both times they said they would contact Evis directly. Both times Evis has ignored it. Yeah, this is funny. In the 20 weeks since I initially asked for an update, he streamed a total of 300 hours. Slightly more than 15 hours a week. And that doesn't count the multiple hours a week he's on other channels. Yeah, see, these people are really getting burned. And like, I think, honestly, this is like, it might be hard because these are all crowd funds. Like, I don't know how that works, but, you know, I feel like maybe some kind of class action suit would come or something, but I just don't know how that would work with crowd funds and stuff like that. Maybe they're fucked. Maybe they're screwed. Like, just be smart with who you guys back on a crowd fund, because those are like, hey, help me do this thing that might, you know, I want to do, but. And I guess the fact that he's a former guy, he did used to work on Marvel or DC Marvel. So I think people are like, oh, he's a professional. He's going to obviously do it. Of course he's going to do it. He just wants to be in. And this is what I thought before. Well, that's cool. He's on his own now because he's independent. He'll be able to do what he wants, you know? I didn't really love Cyberfrog as a character. I just kind of got it because I did think his art was cool. And, like, you know, when he actually cares, like, I guess it is. But it's not worth the wait. It's just not, you know? I mean, I guess he thinks he's like the band Tool and he can just do stuff like whenever he wants. But they actually, it's not like they're like, hey, the band Tool isn't going, give us money for an album we may or may not do. Like, no one else is doing that. So, yeah, just, sorry to all those people. Okay, so now, like, he has yet another campaign. And, you know, keep in mind all those ones that I said he has not finished and all those complaints I just read. He has another campaign, guys. And I think I'm missing a few. But he just launched another one that are prequels to the Cyberfrog universe. Yeah, awesome. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Guys want to give away money? Give away money? Not get anything? Cyberfrog universe prequels. Yeah. Let me see here. Does he even have art or anything? Like, yeah, I mean, his art is in. Did he even draw that? This doesn't even look like him. What is this? Like, this looks stupid. So he has this character, Heather Swain, in the Cyberfrog comics, and she's like a sidekick to Cyberfrog. But, like, you know, I don't think people are like, I really need to read more about her. Like, it's Cyberfrog that you want stuff to happen with. You don't want to read her diary. So this is... Okay, so he has a couple here, which is kind of weird. Oh, okay, so this is somebody else doing the art. That's why it looks so different. So it looks like shit. I don't really get this. So two new comics. One is called 1993, The Diary of Heather Swain, which is younger. So if you want to read about a teen girl, you know how you like Cyberfrog, guys? Yeah. You know the girl in it? Yeah, why? Well, what about when she's like a teenager? Do you want to read her diary stuff? Like, do you want to read about the hijinks of a teenage girl? What's wrong? You don't look that interested. What's wrong? Yeah, so like his, pay pigs, I guess, sent some money for this. So, I don't. Okay, so this is 1993, The Diary of Heather Swain. I don't know if these are gonna get done, guys. This one's 64 pages. That is not gonna get finished, unless he has someone else write it and draw it. As the enemies, Vespis, or however you say it, begin their hypnotic trance on the human race, Heather Swain meets the dark and brooding Anne O'Malley, who turns her dreams into nightmares. So that's somehow that's going to be 64 pages long, guys. And then Cyberfrog, Frog Meets World. It's 1996, and Cyberfrog begins his mission as Perdani's ambassador and defender of Earth. His little brother Salamandroid has his back, and Heather Swain has his chicken fry snack. So that has no plot description. It's just he begins his mission. 32 pages. So here, I guess, are some preview pages. Get excited, guys, because these are going to be
crazy shit. This is gonna be crazy. Little teenage girl playing keyboard or something. Get ready for the action. Two new series. One with a teenage girl sitting in a room. You get to read about a teenage girl, guys. Yeah. Oh, and this is... Yeah, so this is the one about the teenage girl, guys. Now, this is going to be great. 64-pager. We got,
let's stalk the earth and begin to hypnotize the human race into submission. Well, two young girls, Heather and Anne, unravel their toxic friendship into darkness and murder. So it's kind of about Heather and Anne's toxic friendship. Guys, if you want to read teenage high school drama, middle school, who knows? Maybe middle school. Do you have a thing for middle school girls? Reading comics about them? So yeah, the Frog Meets World one looks better, but it's a smaller comic and there's no plot description. It just says Frog Meets World #1. The Defender of Earth Trick Ron begins his mission to prepare for the impending Vespis invasion. Luckily, he has his brother Salamandroid by his side and his new best friend Heather Swain to look after him. and maybe get him into trouble. Yeah. So that's the plot. Get excited, guys. Are you
Excited yet? That was fucking crazy.
And guess what? You get a calendar that supposedly is going to ship in time for Christmas. Oh, God. How would you look at this? Like, who would buy this shit? Well, I guess it's PayPig. Like, people in this chat just, they're going to buy it. Yeah, so get excited. He has another one. Guys. All right, here's let me hear cuz let me see here because there was also this one called Helephant about an elephant that I don't know is evil or something. This is another one that he isn't drawing. And I haven't heard about this in a while. 40-page comic, guys. So it's a horror comic about a mama circus elephant who takes supernatural vengeance on the mobsters who stole the show. He didn't write it. Maybe it's actually, like, maybe the story will be okay because he's not writing it. I don't know. So yeah, an elephant gets upset. Updates. Here we go. Final variant cover is... And there's no update. Okay, so the estimated shipping was last month. So it's this one actually is the least late one. Uh, 3 weeks ago. Tiso Spencer, hey, I would like to request a refund. And Ethan replied, sorry, no refunds on this campaign. We're almost at the finish line. So, like I said, it's a month late, which is like nothing for him. Okay, I saw this guy. I think this was a guy on another one that wanted a refund. Hi, I would like to refund. Times are a bit rough and tax payments are due soon. So this guy must have been somebody who just knee-jerked back to everything. Like, because Ethan was also acting like, oh, back my stuff because you're fighting the culture war somehow. Because they always claim they were canceled from, like, the main comic book industry, but it's kind of seeming like that's not the case now and that he was just late all the time. So all these people are either requesting a refund or asking when it's coming. Man, this is like crazy. These fucking people who defend him are just like, I don't know. Yeah, so just, hey, back his stuff if you want to not get something. If for some reason you like to just send money to people, I don't know if you get off on it or whatever. That is a thing, by the way. I think there is a fetish where people just want to be a pay pig and just send, get off on it.
Check it out, guys. Just, yeah, man. It's worth it. Trust me, when it gets out there, and it's going to.
It's going to get the fuck out there. One of these days, it's worth it to back me because I am... He always has to have a battle he's fighting. Like, it used to be like, oh, I was canceled because of politics. And now it's like, oh, these people that hate CG, and he means like everybody. Me, anybody who says anything on Twitter is an anti-CGer, guys. So, hey, if if you or a loved one is exhibiting signs of being an anti-CGer, just, go ahead and back Ethan. That way it maybe will help. You know, this is important stuff. You got to fight the culture war. Just like how Trump's fighting it too, because he's doing a lot for the country, pretending Epstein was a left-wing conspiracy. I guess he was right. You know, I thought this whole time Epstein was real, but I guess not. You know, I'm just gonna whatever the government says, I believe it. I'm one of those guys. I'm a patriot. Anything they say, anything they ask me to do, I believe it. I do it. So send money to people, guys. Just back him. Back CG. Back comicsgate. Own the libtard.
Own the fucking libtard. Send money. Never get a product. Don't get a refund. It's evil to ask for a refund. Is evil. You're a libtard if you ask for a refund, if you want something for your money. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Don't be a libtard who I need a product for my, I gave you money, I should get something. Like, what? Wow, Okay, king. Okay, Mr. Royalty. Like, you should just back him because he's Ethan and he's confiscated, and that's like, you're lucky you get to send him money. You're lucky you get to contribute to something that isn't even happening. The idea is worth it, He put the idea, he maybe mocked up a page or two. Just looking at that is worth it. Like, back at the highest tier, just to look at his stuff. Like, his 1 or 2 pages that he plopped out there. Sometimes not even with a story, like, synopsis, like I just read. Hey, this is, what is that? What did that say again? Fucking stupid. Frog Meets World #1. He helps to prepare for the impending Vespas invasion. Luckily, he has his brother Salamandra by his side and his new best human friend Heather Swain to look after him. That's it, guys. That's the plot. Then in money. Or you're a
fucking anti-CG communist. Okay?